Well, you've already decided that they're all illegal, which is simply not true.
Well, they are by
50%.
definition.
If you look at the data, well,
by
if you let me answer the question,
they are. Many of those people have come over by boat, which is illegal.
If they came over on a boat or a dinghy, that's against the law.
It isn't,
I'm
afraid.
It
There's
is.
a conflict.
Don't give us any of that claptrap about once they apply, then they're legal. That's rubbish. It's not true. They came over on an illegal vessel. We could arrest them on the beach.
Well, let me educate you, Kevin, on the law. The Refugee
after I just educated you. OK, go ahead.
The Refugee Convention says that there's no such thing as illegal entry for a genuine asylum.
That's not the law, is it? That's not the law.
Well, it is.
It isn't. It isn't. It isn't British law. British law says you cannot come across the Channel in an illegal vessel without documents, which is what they all do. That is against British law. Don't quote me refugee conventions. That isn't the law.
That's in conflict of international treaty obligations.
I see. We're moving on, are we? We're moving on, are we? So don't talk to me about international law. Let's talk about British law.
And by the way, even international law says that you've got to claim asylum in the first safe country to which you arrive. I mean, that is there as clear as day. I've read it.
It doesn't, Isabel. I don't know what you're reading, but the Refugee Convention doesn't say that.
I didn't say the Refugee Convention. I've said other law.
Yeah, but the Refugee Convention is not British law, Ivon. Why do you keep quoting it? It's irrelevant.
Well, it isn't. We're signed up to that convention.
It's not British law. How many more times I've got to tell you this?
Oh, my goodness.
You're the lawyer. Why don't you know the law?
Well, I'm telling you that those claiming asylum...
Struggling a bit now, aren't we?
...don't have to claim under the convention...
Stop talking about the convention. What about British law? These people have broken British law. They've come across the Channel in illegal vessels, mostly without documents. That is against the law. We could arrest them, we could detain them, we could prosecute them if we wanted.
And we can decide their asylum application in a reasonable manner. And if they
That's not the law, though, is it?
The Refugee Convention, then we should grant them refugee status.
There we go. And why don't you say Refugee Convention a few more times?
Those that are coming here illegally, as you say, those who are not genuine, we should remove them. The government's not doing that.
Yeah, well, I accept that. You've got a point there. You've got a point there. I agree with you there.
The
traffickers, we should be prosecuting them. The government's not doing that.
Oh, but it's all so easy, isn't it? It's so easy just to go on about the people traffickers. That is the low-hanging fruit. That is the politically the most... the simplest, most non-controversial target.
That's right, evil.
And I frankly find it, not on your part, Ivon, but I frankly find it cowardly on the part of politicians who can only ever talk about the evil people smugglers, because that removes their responsibility for the actual market for the services that are provided by those evil people smugglers, which we are responsible for fueling because of the pull factors.
Yeah, and these migrants, Ivon, you know, they cough up a lot of money to come across the Channel. And the way it's depicted, as Isabel said, by craven politicians is that all the migrants are just innocent. They've been manipulated by these evil people smugglers. The people smugglers are evil. We should catch as many as we can and sentence them, as we did only yesterday, to long sentences behind bars. But the migrants are also breaking our laws, and they are not just powerless puppets in all of this. They are masters of their own destiny. They're the ones who came here. You know what's going on.
Well, I agree with you to some extent, because those who are not genuine, using false facts to claim asylum, we should weed them out. And I'm afraid the Home Office is not up to the task. So many asylum seekers use similar stories, identical stories, to get within the Refugee Convention.
Yeah, which is probably, Ivon, why when France and Germany, countries like that, accept around about 4 or 5% of their asylum applications, we accept something like 75%. That is ludicrous. We've got to change our criteria, haven't we?
we need a robust system to weed out those people that are not genuine. I 100% agree with you on that. We don't have that. There's not proper training of Home Office staff. I was in court only last week. The whole day, not a single Home Office advocate was there to fight for the Home Office. So that's the state of affairs, I'm afraid.
Yeah, to fight for the taxpayer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you know, they should be there. Where is the Home Office?
I agree with that. I couldn't agree with you more. Everybody should be fighting their corner. So what is to be done then, Ivon? You know, was it back in the 90s or late 80s that the then Labour Home Secretary said, John Reid said, the Home Office is not fit for purpose? I mean, what are we now, 30, 35 years on? It's still not fit for purpose, is it?
You're going to hate me, Kevin, what I'm going to say.
I already do, Ivon. Don't worry about that.
We need to do a deal with France and over above that the EU.
Yeah, forget
we
that.
We need that. The only people that are going to stop these boats are the French.
So come on, Ivon. We've tried that.
No.
We've tried that.
Well,
don't you understand? Look, politics. Let's talk about politics. If Macron starts stopping the migrants leaving their northern beaches, that's a vote loser for him. And when we did that deal and we gave, ludicrously, gave Macron £500 million to patrol his own beaches. A couple of days later, a couple of coppers on the beach, French coppers, thought, oh, right, well, this is the new system. So not only did they puncture a couple of dinghies with big knives, they got someone to photograph them doing it. Say, look, here we go. Look, this is what you're getting for your money. Boom, boom, boom. They were severely reprimanded for doing that. The French are useless to talk to about this. They don't want to stop the migrants leaving France. No. They want them to come here. It's pointless talking to the French. Labour always say, well, when we get into power, we'll get round the table with the French. like the Tories haven't been. It just does not work. France are not our friends in this. They are a bad actor.
What the EU want, what they want, and this is what we need to trade off is, they want some sort of free movement back. That's what they want.
We're not having
that.
And
I'm afraid...
I don't care what they want.
We've got 70 million people in this country. We can't have more.